Hey there, it's therapy and relaxation. Today we're talking about borderline personality disorder. Let's go! Borderline personality disorder, commonly known as BPD, is a complex and often misunderstood mental health condition that affects millions of individuals worldwide. At its core, BPD is defined by pervasive instability in several key areas of a person's life: moods, interpersonal relationships, self-image, and behavior. This instability is not simply a matter of occasional mood swings or fleeting insecurities. Rather, it is a persistent and deeply rooted pattern that shapes how individuals experience themselves and interact with the world around them. One of the hallmark features of BPD is emotional dysregulation. People with BPD often feel emotions more intensely and for longer periods than others. These emotions can shift rapidly, sometimes in response to seemingly minor events. A casual comment or a brief misunderstanding can trigger overwhelming feelings of anger, sadness, or anxiety. This intense emotional reactivity can make daily life challenging and can lead to significant distress, both for the individual and for those close to them. Interpersonal relationships are another area where instability is pronounced. Individuals with BPD often have a heightened sensitivity to perceived rejection or abandonment. Even minor separations or changes in plans can evoke intense fears that others will leave them. These fears may lead to frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment, sometimes resulting in behaviors that paradoxically push others away. Relationships may be characterized by rapid shifts between idealization and devaluation, seeing others as perfect one moment and as entirely flawed the next. This pattern, often referred to as splitting, can make it difficult to maintain stable, healthy connections with others. Self-image in BPD is similarly unstable. Individuals may experience dramatic shifts in how they see themselves, their values, and their goals. At times, they may feel confident and capable, while at other times, they may see themselves as worthless or fundamentally flawed. This unstable sense of self can contribute to feelings of emptiness and confusion about one's identity, making it difficult to establish a coherent sense of purpose or direction in life. Impulsivity is another core feature of BPD. This can manifest in a variety of ways, such as reckless spending, unsafe sexual behaviors, substance abuse, binge eating, or other self-destructive actions. Often, these behaviors are attempts to cope with or escape from intense emotional pain. Unfortunately, while they may provide temporary relief, they frequently lead to additional problems and regrets, perpetuating a cycle of distress. Unhealthy self-perception is closely tied to the instability in self-image. People with BPD may struggle with chronic feelings of emptiness or worthlessness. They may be highly self-critical and prone to negative self-judgments. This can make it difficult to accept compliments or recognize their own strengths. The internal experience of self-loathing or inadequacy can be deeply isolating and may fuel other symptoms of the disorder. Trouble regulating emotions is a central challenge for those with BPD. Unlike individuals who can manage their feelings with relative ease, those with BPD may find themselves overwhelmed by emotional storms. Anger, in particular, can be intense and difficult to control. This anger may be directed at others or turned inward, leading to self-hatred or self-harm. The inability to regulate emotions can affect every aspect of life, from work and school to friendships and family relationships. One of the most serious risks associated with BPD is the potential for self-destructive behavior and suicide. Many individuals with BPD engage in self-harming behaviors, such as cutting or burning, as a way to cope with unbearable emotional pain. These actions are not typically intended as suicide attempts, but rather as a means of finding temporary relief from distress. However, the risk of suicide is significantly higher among people with BPD compared to the general population. It is estimated that up to 10% of individuals with BPD will die by suicide, underscoring the importance of early intervention and effective treatment. Despite the challenges associated with BPD, it is important to recognize that this condition is treatable. The mainstay of treatment is talk therapy, also known as psychotherapy. Several types of therapy have been shown to be effective for BPD, with dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, being the most well-known and widely studied. DBT was specifically developed to address the unique needs of individuals with BPD. It combines cognitive behavioral techniques with mindfulness practices and emphasizes the development of skills in 4 key areas: emotion regulation, distress tolerance, interpersonal effectiveness, and mindfulness. Through DBT, individuals learn practical strategies for managing overwhelming emotions, reducing impulsive behaviors, and improving relationships. The therapy also helps clients build a stronger, more stable sense of self and develop healthier ways of coping with stress. Other therapeutic approaches, such as mentalization-based therapy, MBT, schema-focused therapy, and transference-focused psychotherapy, have also demonstrated effectiveness in treating BPD. In addition to individual therapy, group therapy can offer valuable support and skill-building opportunities. Many people with BPD benefit from connecting with others who share similar experiences, reducing feelings of isolation, and fostering a sense of community. Family therapy may also be helpful, as it can educate loved ones about the disorder and improve communication and understanding within the family system. While medication is not considered a primary treatment for BPD, it may be used to address specific symptoms, such as depression, anxiety, or mood swings. However, medication alone is not sufficient to address the core features of BPD. A comprehensive treatment plan that includes psychotherapy, support, and, when appropriate, medication, offers the best chance for recovery. Living with BPD can be incredibly challenging, but it is important to emphasize that recovery is possible. With the right treatment and support, many individuals with BPD are able to lead fulfilling, meaningful lives. Progress may be gradual and setbacks are common, but each step forward is a testament to resilience and strength. Education is a crucial component of managing BPD. Understanding the nature of the disorder can reduce stigma and promote empathy. For individuals with BPD, learning about the condition can foster self-compassion and empower them to seek help. For loved ones, education can provide insight into the struggles faced by those with BPD and offer guidance on how to provide effective support. It is also important to challenge the myths and misconceptions that often surround BPD. One common myth is that people with BPD are manipulative or attention-seeking. In reality, the behaviors associated with BPD are often desperate attempts to cope with intense emotional pain, not deliberate efforts to control others. Another misconception is that BPD is untreatable or that individuals with the disorder cannot improve. In fact, research shows that with appropriate treatment, many people with BPD experience significant reductions in symptoms and improvements in quality of life. Support from friends and family can make a significant difference in the recovery process. Loved ones can help by offering consistent encouragement, setting healthy boundaries, and practicing patience and understanding. It is also important for caregivers to seek support for themselves, as caring for someone with BPD can be emotionally demanding. Self-care is vital for individuals with BPD. Engaging in activities that promote physical, emotional, and mental well-being can help build resilience and reduce vulnerability to stress. This may include regular exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, mindfulness practices, and creative pursuits. Developing a strong support network and seeking out positive, affirming relationships can also contribute to a sense of stability and belonging. Early intervention is key to improving outcomes for those with BPD. Recognizing the signs and symptoms of the disorder and seeking help promptly can prevent the escalation of symptoms and reduce the risk of self-harm or suicide. Mental health professionals play a critical role in diagnosing and treating BPD, and ongoing research continues to enhance our understanding of the disorder and inform new approaches to care. In summary, borderline personality disorder is a serious mental health condition marked by pervasive instability in moods, relationships, self-image, and behavior. It is characterized by intense emotional reactivity, impulsivity, unhealthy self-perception, difficulty regulating emotions, and a heightened risk of self-destructive behavior and suicide. Despite these challenges, there is hope. Effective treatments, particularly talk therapy, can help individuals with BPD develop the skills they need to manage their emotions, build healthier relationships, and create a more stable and fulfilling life. If you or someone you know is struggling with symptoms of the BPD, it is important to reach out for help. With compassion, understanding, and the right support, recovery is possible. Remember, you are not alone, and there is a path forward to healing and hope. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to check out therapyandrelaxation.com for more. See you tomorrow.